Welcome to CamelbackTrading.org. This is our daily review for Monday, July 6, 2026. Using our new proprietary Camelback market profile for Tradovate, let's dive into today's price action and look at what is ahead for the next session. If you want the complete written report, the full strategic plan for the next session, and all the specific key levels we are tracking, make sure to head over to our Substack publication right now to get the full plan. Also, become a member to get access to our proprietary market profile, now that we have a dedicated version for Tradovate, along with our usual TradingView version. You will also get access to other tools like the MGI scorecard and access to period-by-period MGI data throughout the day. Monday's session, coming off a long holiday weekend, started with that typical choppy open. Patience was key as we waited for the market-generated information to clarify market intent. Both ES and NQ opened with long overnight inventory, and overall, the bulls were largely in control throughout the day, clearly reflected in their MGI scores. ES demonstrated relative strength today. It opened above its prior day's value area, an early signal of bullish intent. Now, despite multiple attempts by the bulls to establish and hold a trend, these efforts ultimately failed, resulting in a normal variation day. ES printed a rotation factor of plus 12. This is a strong directional attempt by buyers across those 30-minute auction periods. Value ended higher, and while the bulls did manage to stretch the daily balance high, they couldn't quite get that sustained extension to shift the daily time frame to up. We saw an afternoon pullback develop in the I period, which now provides a potential support level. The overall context for ES remains monthly up, weekly balance, and we're now in a 4-day daily balance. NQ, on the other hand, opened inside its prior day's value area, and it was an inside day. It's now formed a 3-day balance, with the high from July 1st acting as our daily balance high and the low from June 2nd as the daily balance low. NQ bulls didn't quite show the same strength as ES for most of the day, also failing to hold trend, but they too carried over an afternoon pullback. NQ's rotation factor came in at plus 2. This indicates a moderate directional attempt. Certainly not as strong or one-sided as those double-digit readings we often see. Value also ended higher, and NQ printed a wide point of control, indicating significant trade at that price level. The overall context for NQ is monthly up, weekly balance, and we're in a 3-day daily balance. So looking at the final MGI scores, NQ finished 5-1 for the bulls, and ES was a clean sweep, 6-0 for the bulls. As for our overall context, both NQ and ES are monthly up, weekly in balance. NQ is in a 3-day daily balance, and ES is in a 4-day daily balance. Now, let's look ahead to tomorrow for ES. We're currently in that 4-day daily balance, with monthly up and weekly in balance. The bulls stretched the daily balance high today but couldn't sustain that extension. For them to shift the daily time frame to up, they'll need to win value tomorrow by trading and gaining acceptance above today's value area high. Their next objective would then be to challenge the prior high from June 17th. The afternoon pullback, which conveniently coincides with today's value area low, serves as a critical lean-on level for bulls if price stays within today's value area. Bears, conversely, first need to achieve acceptance below that value area low. If successful, their path would then lead towards the daily balance low, which is last Thursday's low. Moving to NQ, it was an inside day, consolidating within a 2-day balance. That balance is defined by the July 1st high as our daily balance high and the June 2nd low as the daily balance low. Monthly is up, weekly is in balance. This balance range is significant, requiring substantial effort from both sides. Bulls need to gain acceptance above today's value area high to challenge that daily balance high. Bears, conversely, will need to trade and gain acceptance below today's value area low to target the daily balance low. Both sides can utilize today's wide point of control as a key level to defend their respective directional attempts. Breaking either the daily balance high or low will provide a contextual advantage that could influence the weekly direction. The afternoon pullback represents a last resort level for bulls before sellers potentially take full control. In closing, today's session really highlights the importance of letting the market reveal its intentions, especially after a holiday. It's crucial to avoid preconceived biases and instead focus on objectively observing how price interacts with those key market profile levels. Patience, combined with that objective analysis of market-generated information, remains our most reliable guide for identifying high-probability setups. Don't start with a bias. Let the data guide you. Remember, if you are going to buy an account with Tradeify, use code CB2724 and help us donate to St. Jude's Hospital, 20% this time. Be safe and trade well.